Watch the Powerball drawing live tonight here on TV23. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Hi, everybody. It is Wednesday, December 16th, 2015. Welcome to High Plains Today on TV23. On today's show, I'll be joined by Lisa Hatcher and Tano Tovilla. They are with Lead Liberal. It's an organization that has leadership skills in classes, and they'll be talking about that. Meantime, let's take a look at happenings out there. Well, Garden City named a new police chief on Tuesday morning at a press conference at the City Administrative Center. Michael Oots was announced as the next chief. Oots has worked for the department since September of '84, most recently serving as captain of the Investigations Division. Oots will fill the post vacated by the retirement of Chief James Hawkins earlier this year. A preliminary hearing has been scheduled for January in the case of a former Holcomb high school teacher accused of having sex with a student during the spring 2015 semester. A preliminary hearing for 26-year-old Katie Rufner is scheduled for January 26th. Now, she faces 3 counts of unlawful sexual relations for allegedly having sex with a then 18-year-old male student at her former Garden City residence. USD 363 Holcomb Board of Education approved Rufner's teaching resignation on March 9th of last year. She finished out the school year at the high school before returning to her home state of Ohio. Now, Rufner was arrested October 1st. She was placed on administrative leave from her teaching position at Southern Local Schools in Salineville, Ohio in October. Police on Sunday arrested a 26-year-old Garden City man they say fled from them in a vehicle. Now, Jordan Jones was arrested on allegations of fleeing and eluding, reckless driving, interference with a law enforcement officer, and a whole bunch of other traffic violations. Police say Jones failed to stop for officers and fled in the vehicle. Police began pursuing him in the 1200 block of North 8th Street and continued north of the city into the county with the assistance of the Finney County Sheriff's Office and Kansas Highway Patrol. Now, the pursuit was discontinued in the area of Hushka Road because of muddy road conditions. Police eventually found Jones hiding in a shed where he was arrested without incident. And Seward County United Way has an angel tree up in the First National Bank lobby in Liberal. Each angel is a child from the community that deserves a chance for their Christmas wishes to come true. Now, presents are due back at First National Bank no later than the 21st, so gifts can be delivered in time. Grab an angel, be an angel. If you have any questions, you can sure contact Mackenzie Hood at the number on the screen. Governor Sam Brownback wants provisions in Kansas block grant school funding law providing spending flexibility to districts to remain in a permanent formula, but stopped short of endorsing the block grant approach as a long-term solution. When the governor and lawmakers enacted the block grant system this spring, they sold the idea as a temporary solution while the legislature crafts a new permanent formula. How much of the block grant system lawmakers will eventually incorporate into a permanent formula remains unclear. But in a recent interview with the Topeka Capital Journal, Brownback signaled a desire to retain provisions aimed at giving districts more freedom to spend funds as they choose. Under block grants, districts have a greater ability to allocate state aid where they choose. And finally, Governor Brownback and every member of the Kansas congressional delegation signed a letter sent to President Obama this week urging him not to transfer detainees from Guantanamo Bay to Fort Leavenworth. Fort Leavenworth's disciplinary barracks have been floated as a possible choice for the Obama administration to transfer detainees imprisoned at the U.S. military prison in Cuba. The proposed transfer of detainees to U.S. soil has been a political football in recent months, with Republicans fighting the president every step of the way. And that's a look at some of the stuff that's happening out there. Stick around. I'll be back with a sunny but not a really rosy forecast coming up next.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV23 with host Chris Jewell. TV23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
Hi, I'm Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs at noon weekdays right here on TV23. Hey, do you think you have an idea for something that would make a great segment? Somebody that would make a great interview? What about a community event that needs highlighting? Let us know here at the station. Email us news@kdgltv.com.
You want to feel connected, at one with your world. Informed, included, and inspired. So no matter where you are, when important things happen, we're here at all hours, in the moment, on every screen in your life. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. We investigate and inform, give back to the community, build the local economy, even save lives. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. And unlike any other news source, we're here, 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 and here. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you are really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
And as we look off on the 8350 junction looking north towards Schulin Crossing in Garden City, not a bad day out there. It's going to be, we got some snow coming, so just stick around for that. Looking at the temperatures here at the studios, currently 38 degrees, relative humidity 55%, winds are out of the northwest at 14, barometric pressure on the rise. Looking at our current temperatures, everybody pretty much in the 30s. Elkhart, I don't know what they didn't get up and record anything today. We do have some snow. Okay, I'm just going to warn you right now. There is some snow coming in. It's going to sneak down here from about Garden City down towards Ashland. It's going to come in about tonight after midnight. Only expect about 1.5 inches, an inch, so it's not a big deal, but it is coming this way. Just so you're ready, current dew points, you can see everybody pretty much in the teens and 20s. Winds, everybody is out of the north-northwest. Now we're a little breezier out here. The further west you go, the winds aren't as bad, but out here we're up into the teens. 20 at Hayes, they are the windiest spot. Looking at our highs and lows as recorded at the Garden City Municipal Airport. Yesterday, I guess it's the regional airport, not the municipal airport. 44 degrees was the high yesterday, 71 back in 1977, 24 overnight, -4 back in 1989, nothing in the bucket overnight. Looking at our forecast for today, it's going to be 37 degrees. Winds are going to be out of the west at 10. Then tonight, there's that 20% chance of rain and snow flurries. West winds at 8. They're going to switch around to the north after midnight as that front starts to roll in about 3 o'clock. Our low is going to be 19. Then tomorrow, still going to stick around, but the chances of snow and everything going to be out of here about noon. Still a 20% chance. 33 degrees for the high. Winds will be out of the north at 11. Tomorrow night, yep, going to be even fresher. 15 degrees for the low, mostly clear. Winds out of the north-northwest at 8 after midnight, switching around to the west-southwest. Looking at the 7-day, you can see those 2 days at 20%. And we're going to start climbing back up into the 50s over the weekend. It is going to be breezy, but not too bad of temperatures heading into Christmas week next week, so there you go. Stick around. We'll be back with the markets and Lisa and Tano after this.
kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who do something, the people who take action, are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
Separate raw meats from other foods by using different cutting boards. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
And welcome back. I'm now joined on set by Lisa Hatcher and Tano Tovilla. They are both with Lead Liberal, which stands for, I wrote it down, Leadership, Enrichment, and Development. Did I get it right?
You got it right.
All right. Thanks for coming up today, guys.
Thanks for the invitation.
All right. Now, Tano, I know you are you both graduates of Lead?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yeah, 2009.
Way back when?
Yeah, before that.
She was my trainer.
She was your trainer. Okay, yeah, because Lisa, you're kind of one of the facilitators on this deal, right?
Yeah, so I must have graduated in like 97, 98 maybe, because I went through training to become a facilitator for 2 years, around 99, 2000.
You're dating yourself now.
I know.
But that's
Not
okay.
bad.
That's okay. That's okay.
A long time.
All right. So how did this program get started in Liberal?
Back in the 80s, I hope I'm not incorrect in this. I think that, I want to say it's Marlene Miller. I think she started it. I think it was a chamber program, and she developed it. It was called Leadership Liberal. So it's been around for a really long time. They put people through it every year, and it was more, I think back then it was a little bit more, let's go around and visit this part of the community, that part of the community. And now we focus more on training for leadership traits, like servant leadership, getting along with others, collaboration. So we focus more on the actual leadership skills now, and the networking just kind of comes with that.
Okay, so you have these classes, and you have a deadline for signing up coming up January 4th, correct?
Yes.
And then the classes start, pretty soon, right after that?
January 14th, Thursday.
Okay.
And finish on March the 24th.
And how many classes are there included in Lead Liberal?
There are six
classes? Mm-hmm. And now do these classes run at night, all day long? How do you do it?
Well, basically, it's
you bring them in at 7 o'clock and let them go home at midnight, right?
No, at midnight. No, just kidding. No, it started at 9 o'clock in the morning, and we finish by 3 o'clock. That means we used to do it 9 to 5, but right now, usually all the leaders, they're really busy, and, we try to more focus on 9 to 3.
Okay, and then they meet for, how many classes do they have?
Six.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, now, if you sign up for Lead Liberal, and what would I expect in sitting in on one of these classes? It's
very interactive. It's hands-on training. Do not expect to come and sit and be lectured to. We don't talk. Bill Prater facilitates a lot with me. We're going to have some new facilitators this year. I'm pretty excited about that. We have, four more new ones that are going to work with us as well. And I'm hoping by doing that and training more facilitators, we can start offering some night classes, because you do limit who can participate by taking a day class. Right. So it's very hands-on. There's activities.
Games. It's really fun.
They all have a purpose.
Yeah, it's really fun, and you learn a lot. You know, I was a graduate for 2009, and it was a changing experience. You know, life experience. To be honest, you know, I'm from another country, as you can tell from my accent.
No, I wouldn't guess that.
But I was.
You're Norwegian, right? Norwegian.
No, I was born and raised in Mexico City, and I came in 2002 here in Liberal. And after a couple of years, I was willing to do something, you know. And then they invited me to leadership, and oh my God, it was good, you know, because when I graduated, it was like I need to do something for my community. It's not just a citizen. I need to be more. I need to be more involved. I met a lot of people, like Lisa said, networking, and that was a changing, you know, in my life, you know, in my community life, you know. Right now, I don't know, the community is tired to hear about Tano, but you know, it's awesome. I'm a board member of the Chamber of Commerce. I'm the council at the Liberal High School. You know, I'm really involved in a lot of things, and thanks because LEAD. I can tell you right now.
Well, and I think, you know, one of the things about LEAD is everybody's a leader. It doesn't. You don't have to be the president of your company or the president of the board or any of that. Everybody is a leader.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you is, what kind of people do you look for to sign up for this program?
Anybody that has any interest in developing leadership skills. And we see everything from, have we had anybody that's like a stay-at-home parent?
My wife?
Yeah, she did. So
yeah,
stay
we
at home.
did together.
But she does a lot of, Patty, his wife, does a lot of volunteer work out into the community. She's very similar to me. We have just all levels of any kind of workplace. I mean, you might be, you can be a janitor, you can be president of the bank, you can be a teller at the bank, you can be a nurse, you can be, I mean, anything. You can do anything. The only requirement is you have to work within Seward County or Liberal, right?
Yes, that's right.
That's the only requirement.
All right. So now, is there any cost involved in this?
Yes, $300.
$200, all in, all done, 6 classes, ba-bam.
Yep. Now,
That's not a bad deal.
it's not, and
And
within
that's
that,
include the dinner
it does include 2 dinners,
Two dinners.
and lunches,
and lunches.
because there's a kickoff
Dinner.
banquet and a graduation banquet, and also included in that, as part of those 6 sessions, there's also a class project that they will come together as a class, and our classes range anywhere from 15 to 25, 20.
Yeah, 20.
Well, okay, what kind of a class project?
Well, that's up to them. It has to be something that can impact
Community.
the community in a positive way, and we don't give them any. We don't say, hey, it has to pertain to
this?
reading. It has to pertain to this. No, that's part of
It's up to them, okay.
It is. It's part of the collaboration of trying to get 15 different personalities to figure out what are we going to do here. How are we going to put that together? I don't even know you that well. How do we come together as a group? And that's all part of the process.
Wow.
So we don't. You don't get judged on what your project is as much as we observe the process, and we want to know how the process was.
And it's the way that you work together.
It
you know,
is.
it's like Lisa said, you know, you don't know a lot of these people. And when you start working together, it's just amazing how, you know, everything at the end of the class is like, boom, everything match. You know, everything works really good. I was really amazed how everybody, you know, you don't need to be like Lisa said, like a leader or like you like to speak all the time. You know, we have quiet people. We have people that they like to, you know, do a lot of things or be the center of everything. And the way that everything matched together and be a team, that's the amazing thing. I think that's great.
Well, that's the biggest part of it.
Oh yeah.
It is.
So when you have these classes, I mean, and you were talking a little bit before you go out and visit certain areas of the community and that type of. Now, do you still do that type of thing?
We do a little bit. We always tour National Beef, which is always a great experience. We bring community members in to visit with the class and interact with the class.
And also we invite a speaker.
Yes.
A speaker that, you know, we try to rotate. We have 3 speakers. I don't remember the names, but
Bill Cordes is who's going to be, is that who you're talking about?
this
Bill
year.
Cordes is going to be our kickoff speaker this year, and he's a professional speaker that he's going to be at South Middle School, West Middle School, the high school on that Thursday. He'll do our banquet, our kickoff banquet on Thursday night, and then he'll meet with the class on that first Friday. And then after that, it's up to us.
Yeah, and we interact really good with the school system here.
It is.
We help them, you know, to bring a really quality speaker, and they did a really good job. Yeah, really
So
good.
if somebody wants to learn more about Lead Liberal, I mean, because January 4th, they still got time.
Yeah.
You still got time. You can sign up. But I mean, I know you have a Facebook page. It's called Lead Liberal.
Yes.
So you can go to the Facebook page and you can learn a lot. You can see a lot of testimonials on there from past students that have taken the course. Some of them I knew. But otherwise, how can they get a hold of anybody?
They can also go by the chamber. There's applications at the chamber.
They can contact board members. You know,
Norma Jean Dodge is our president.
Yes.
She works at Surrey County Community College.
Yes.
She's actually at the technical school location, though, now, not at the main campus.
Yes.
But I'm
They
pretty sure
can get a hold of us, either one
the
of us.
best way is go to the chamber. You know, they
'cause
have all the information there.
The chamber can steer you in the right direction.
That is
Yeah,
correct.
exactly. That's
All right.
exactly
They have all
Well,
the
sounds like a
applications, and
fascinating-
it's a really simple application.
Okay, it sounds like a fascinating deal.
And a lot of times, if you visit with your employer,
Yes.
a lot of times they'll pay for it. So I think that's important to know.
Another bonus.
You know, and if you need more information, if we can help you get more information to justify that
Well, and
expense,
$300 is not that much.
I don't think it's bad.
Not for 6 sessions. That's $50 a session, people. All right. Lisa, Tano, thanks for coming up today and sharing about Lead Liberal.
Thank you.
That's cool. We'll have to get you back, see how it went.
Oh, yeah, we can go back.
All right. All right.
yeah.
Thanks,
Oh, yeah.
guys. And stick around. We'll be back with more after this.
You want to feel connected, at one with your world. Informed, included, and inspired. So no matter where you are, when important things happen, we're here at all hours, in the moment, on every screen in your life. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. We investigate and inform, give back to the community, build the local economy, even save lives. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. And unlike any other news source, we're here, 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 and here. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
And welcome back. Holcomb High School football coach Kent Teeter opened an email at school a couple of days ago after his Longhorns had captured their school's first state championship in football in Class 4A2, and he was surprised as anybody that had come from the office of the Kansas Shrine Bowl. The letter was an invitation to be an assistant coach representing Class 4A2 at the 2016 Kansas Shrine Bowl. That game will be played about July 30th at Emporia State. And on Monday, the NJCAA named Garden City Community College 6'2", 265-pound defensive lineman Jeremy Falk to the 2015 All-American First Team, playing both inside at defensive tackle and outside at defensive end on passing downs. Falk racked up 87 tackles, 50 solo, and 7.5 sacks, which led the team. 18.5 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, and 3 pass breakups. Falk is just one of 4 Jayhawk Conference players that were named All-Americans. And let's take one last look at our weather before we get out of here today. And Tano, you got to move because I can't see my monitor. That's okay. Temperature is 40 degrees. Relative humidity is 51%. Winds are out of the northwest at 10. Barometric pressure is on the rise. As we look at our 7-day, yep, there is a 20% chance of snow. It'll happen about after 3 a.m. and carry into about noon tomorrow. Temperatures are going to be in the 30s and 40s, warming up to the
With
50s.
latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm People are people around here. That's how it is. It's so clear. Letting it show. I've been around the world only to find what I already know. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah. This is the place.
Are you ready to go? Did you call 511 to check the weather and road report?
I did. Got all the info we need. Road conditions, traffic for Kansas City, Kansas, and Missouri, rest areas, everything we need to know.
Now you can even be transferred from 511 to tourism and motorist assist across the state.
And I've got my phone so I can call 511 while we're on the road and check for updates.
Kansas 511. Just one call to get all your travel info needs. This message brought to you by the Kansas Department of Transportation and this station.
Hi, Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs weekdays at noon right here on TV23. We talk about news, we talk about sports, we talk about weather, we're even going to talk entertainment. We'll have live guests right here on set with me. So, every day at noon, tune in, High Plains Today. We'll see you then.
Weekdays here on TV23.